I'll use you again, Radu, if you don't mind. Okay, I'll use Luis. Luis the machine, Nurmagomedov. Let's go. Let's go. Luis the machine. So, have you been here last week or?
Think so.
It's not the answer I wanted. But anyway, I will talk you through if you haven't been here. That's why. So, we're going to do it off the knee pull again. Right? Same moves that we done last week. So, if you remember, most of the times, as I said, you may find yourself with, with the leg in between their legs. But what's going to happen most of the times is from here. The people that you're attacking, or the person you're attacking, is going to wave their leg on the outside. They're going to put like a wizard, a figure of four. They're going to frame properly because they want to turn their hips and kick their leg back. So this is the most common way of escaping the single leg. And this is the one they're going to go for, right? So you grab the leg, grab my single, right? Luis is doing all the right things. So myself, all very likely, wizard, shoulder pressure, figure of four, wave my leg on the outside here, and then just kick back so I can take my leg back, and then after we can start wrestling again. So that's where we're going to start from. So if you come here, leg forward, why? Lower my stance, heel, toes, knee. I'm going in. I'm pendulum my leg up. It's going to bring me in. I'm coming up with a knee pull or like a single leg. Head on the inside. So wave your leg on the outside. Put a wizard on. Frame. Figure of four. Why? This is the most common way of defending. So what I need to do, if you remember from last week, I'm just going to grab on his thigh. I'm going to literally hoist his leg up here into my armpit. My head still stays on the inside. I'm not changing anything. I'm grabbing across and I'm running Luis there. I'm starting to run till I put Luis on his back. So one more time here. So we're here. Bring the leg forward. We're wrestling. Heel, toes, knee. I'm coming in deep. I'm pendulating. I'm coming up. Right? Hands are in the right place. You remember, back hand always covers the front hand. Not the other way around, because if I do this, easy. So trial hand covers the front hand, nice and snug. Luis is doing the defense. Why? If I don't attack now, I'm going to lose him. So I need to make sure I pull. So I grab on this knee, I pull the knee in, keep my head nice and snug inside. Start running him across this way till I put him on his back. Why? This is the first finish we done, which is called the like double leg with the head on the inside, or Barzegar. And the other variation we done is the one that Brani did show you guys a few weeks back, which is the one with the knee to the chest. So if I'm in the same position, right, head on the inside. So I get you guys to practice both. Now, as I said, this is the most common one, where he pulls his leg on the outside here. But the other one is where he comes with his leg across. If you remember from last week, this is very dangerous. So if you put again a wizard, why? And if Luis now tries to kind of turn more, and he's going to pull hard, he's going to hip toss me. Why? And then I'm going to go flying. So you have to be very careful when someone has a deep wizard, right? You can grab on my leg like a single, and then they put the leg across. Why? Because from here, this is like a hip toss, right? So they're just going to turn more, and they're going to send you flying. So you have to be very careful. Now again, when he does this, and his leg goes across, why? I need to act fast. So what I need to do, I need to pull myself back. Why? Grab at the end of the lever. Create some separation to start with, right? Couple of options here. If you remember from last week, I can go like Bryony does. I can bring knee to chest. Or myself, I just punch it. And then I bridge the gap between me and Luis by doing like a shuffle. Why? So you remember, we're not doing this, because this is going to get me off balance, and I'll bring your leg down a bit. So if I do this is going to get me off balance, and I'm very likely going to, lose control of the position. So I need to do like a shuffle. So if this leg needs to leave, my back leg is going to come forward. He's going to take his place, and then I can step behind Luis's leg. I normally just punch it up, do a shuffle, and then trip them down, put them on the back, and finish, right? So please do both variations, But the one that you're very likely going to run into most of the time is the first one, the Barzegar. Why? As I said, even myself when I defend the single leg, so if you grab my single leg, I sparred all of you. So you know, every time you grab a single leg, this is my defense. I just stuff the head, I just go here, and I take my leg back. This is the defense everyone will go for. So make sure the first move, the Barzegar, is the one that you know best, because that's the one you're going to run into most of the times. So you need to finish the double leg with the head on the inside. Don't try to reposition. It's no time to reposition. The only thing you need to do here, so as I said, the only time, so bring it on the outside. Here, don't try and reposition, head and whatever. You have no time. So here you just have to jack this up into your armpit, and then you grab across and you run him down. The more time you spend over there, the more chances of him kicking his leg out. If, I will tell you this, and then after we'll start practicing the move. Grab my single, please. So here you still have a chance, right? Here you still have a chance to run him down. If he puts the frame, puts the leg on the outside, right? Here, still happening. If he goes here, and then he creates separation, and you're never going to get his leg back. So you need to get that leg while he's still pretty much sideways or in front of you. When he's next to you, here, you're never going to get it. It's not going to happen anymore. He's going to take his leg back. So grab your partner, and let's start doing this together. Why? Both moves, please, and then we're going to start sparring.